צה"ל נמצא בתוך רצועת עזה.
זאת אימא שתוכל תתקשר.
הם רוצים עכשיו עוד זמן. יש צבע אדום, נחזור לכם בהמשך.
קראנו רק שלום.
In the summer of 2014, we again witnessed conflict in the south, as 50 days of non-stop fighting forced large parts of the population as far as Jerusalem and Tel Aviv to listen out for sirens and remain close to shelters and protective spaces 24 hours a day. For the communities we serve in the northern Negev, the response times are even less. But at World Ort Kadima Mada, we did not simply sit in the shelters and wait for the all clear. We thought about how to help these communities facing such trauma on a daily basis. The summer vacation presented a particular challenge: how to keep children safe whilst giving them activities to distract them from the constant threat of rocket attack. Thanks to the incredible support received from the Jewish Federation of North America and other valued partners, we were able to build a variety of programs to help residents, especially children, whose lives were so comprehensively disrupted by the sirens and alerts. Some 700 children and family members were taken to the safety of the north and the delights of the Mada Park in Kiryat Yam. There they enjoyed fun activities based on science and technology themes. They were able to eat and drink, learn and play, and spend quality time away from the sounds of war. We also organized similar activities for another 1,500 children who, when tensions were at their highest, did not want to leave the familiarity of their homes and families. We fitted out safe places in the south with all the equipment necessary to run the kind of educational programs we provide throughout the year in normal times. Whether in war or in peace, our duty is to keep our children safe, to reduce their anxiety, and to help them build a future as educated, confident young people. When the fighting was drawing to a close and the new school year about to begin, we built a unique program to help hundreds of teachers and educational staff in the South. This included workshops and lectures that gave the teachers tools to help the children overcome trauma and get back to normal.
My name is Judy, and I'm an English teacher at Nofei Absor. Here we are in Western Negev, right beside Gaza, and we had a very difficult summer. It was very intense. I stayed here most of the time, and many teachers did as well. When our students came back to school, we didn't know how we would handle it. The tension never really seemed to let up. And then suddenly, Zamira, our principal, told us Kadima Mada was offering us a weekend in Tel Aviv, and the teachers were ecstatic. I know I was. We had a great time. We did all kinds of good things, and even today, when things are tense, I remember what we did in Tel Aviv. I imagine it, and it's like I'm getting another vacation. So, thanks so much, and all the best to you.
The fighting meant that many in the reserved forces were called up. These included a large number from the technical college, who spent their summer protecting Israel. As a mark of our appreciation, and to help them finance their tuition, we provided scholarships to 100 of these students. At the height of the conflict, our friends and colleagues from around the world offered not only practical financial support, but they also came to visit us. Both World Ort and JFNA Solidarity missions arrived in Israel to show solidarity with the people in the south of Israel. As the sirens stopped and the children returned to our schools near the Gaza border, we decided not to wait for the next emergency, but instead to develop an innovative program to allow studies to continue during any future emergency. With the invaluable support of our friends in the Chicago Federation, we set up an educational program using technology that will allow students to maintain their studies even in the midst of alerts and sirens. Remote access technology means that students will be able to learn, discuss with teachers and classmates, and remain connected in a virtual community, even if the daily routines are disrupted or if they are physically distant from friends and family. That way, we can minimize the impact on their schooling and provide emotional and physical support through the online networks of teachers and peers. As life returns to normal, the challenges facing communities in the South and the North remains. In these periphery areas, economic and social hardships are a daily reality for thousands of students at risk. The Israeli high-tech startup miracle that we hear so much about can seem as distant as the lights of Tel Aviv over the horizon. But for the sake of these young people, for the sake of their communities, and for the sake of Israel itself, we have an obligation to reach out for them. With a new network of schools and youth villages aimed at helping youth at risk, we can do what ORT has always done, providing real practical supports and the skills and the training that restores hope for blighted lives. For students at places like Hodayot and Kfar Hasidim, a caring school community becomes like the family many of these children have never had. And in this stable environment, hard work, an enthusiasm for their studies, and a chance of a bright future becomes realities.